Okay, this video is to demonstrate how to change focus on a camera. And I've got a target camera right here in my top viewport. And let's just demonstrate that. There it is. And there's the target. You see the target's way at the end where there's a big blue box, and there's the big blue box. So let's see what happens if I change this target to be near this little green box and get into my camera viewport and render, quick render. Now you can see the green box is in focus, the blue box is out of focus. So how did that happen? If I go to my camera and go to my modify panel and look at the end of my basic parameters rollout, you've got a multi-pass effect option, and I've enabled that. And for my type of multi-pass effect, I'm using depth of field. So the next rollout is depth of field parameters. And I've got use target distance as my default. So it's using the distance of this target from the camera. It's also displaying passes and using the original camera location to base all this off of. There are some defaults I've left alone, such as total passes, sample bias, dither strength, and tile size. But what I have changed is sample radius. This was 1, and by bumping this up, I increased the blur that we see in the camera. So now, let's take that camera target and move it. See if I can do this cleanly. Let's move the camera target back to the blue box, activate the camera viewport, and quick render. And now you can see the blue box is in focus, the green box is out of focus. So what does that achieve? We've changed the focus from the green box to the blue box. So you could animate this. Let's say at frame 5, the green box is in focus. At frame 300, the blue box is in focus. And why would you do that? Well, if you go to 3dcognition.com and you check out the theory page and look under animation, there's a page on animation that talks about camera tips. And that's the page we're on right here. And the second item down is pulling focus. To change the focus from foreground to background, really only effective when there's something going on in the background. So you might have a character in the background, or a vehicle, or some buildings, or something that you want the viewer to see in your film. So it talks here about how to do that. Pretty much what we've talked about just now, but there may be some other stuff there that might be interesting for you. So the idea here with these camera techniques is to just give you ideas to make your camera work more dynamic and more interesting in the animation.